What is going on YouTube? It's Sankey. We're back with another one. Alright guys, so ahead of Monday's opening bell in the stock market, I'm coming at you with a couple of more plays to add to the portfolio or increase your existing positions. Before I get to it, I'm going to need you guys to hit that like button for me. And if you're new, hit that subscribe button, join the journey. Now before we jump into our first play, guys, let's touch on one of our existing plays in the portfolio. So we've got DraftKings, ticker symbol DKNG. This is one of our MVP plays we have in the portfolio. We've already made good gains on this one, a lot more to come. I want to get you guys ready for another play we have in the portfolio to hit their all-time high. So check me out, 52-week high on this one, that's $74. Currently DraftKings sitting at $72. This one's got all it needs to hit that all-time high. Good growth potential, the market is growing, they've passed their earnings test, and they've recently announced an offering of $1 billion which they're going to use to scale their business. There's potentially some mergers and acquisitions on the way for our play. So just like we hit the all-time high with Vuzi, we're going to hit the all-time high with this one. Alright guys, let's jump into our first play to grab next week. So we're going to kick things off with Skillz, ticker symbol SKLZ. Now I know a lot of you grabbed this one on Wednesday, Thursday when they announced their offering. Since come down even further on Friday when they announced the offering price of $24. Now with these stock offerings, we know in the short term it comes down, but it rebounds strong going forward as the investors bid that price back up. I like to look at these stock offerings as a short-term pain, long-term gain. That's exactly what's going to happen to Skillz. So if you haven't already loaded up on this one, now's the time to do so before they climb through the 20s and creep back into the 30s, and eventually they're going to get back into the 40s. That's where they belong. Now right now we know the market's volatile, the market's correcting. That's why a lot of these plays are down at the moment, but they are going to rebound strong. Just hold some patience with this one. So Skillz has passed the earnings test. We already know that. They announced their earnings just over the last couple of days and they did very well, and I'm expecting good things going forward. It's a unique platform. The gamers like them, the developers like them, they're set for good things. So as I say, I'm going to reiterate that if you don't already have your position in Skillz, now's the time to do so. On next, that's Golden Nugget, ticker symbol GNOG. This is one I've called out quite a few times over the last couple of days for very good reason. Same reason I've been calling out Vuzi over the last couple of days as well. And we've now since seen Vuzi hit that $30 mark. GNOG is also on his climb, so I don't want any of you guys missing out on this play. Right, earnings are coming out next week, so I want you guys to be prepped and ready for that. Have that calendar set in your date. That's the 24th of March. I'm expecting good things from Golden Nugget. We know Michigan recently came online. That increases their revenue generating potential. That is one of the powerful things about investing into these gaming gambling plays. That's the Penn National, the DraftKings, the Caesars, all the others we have in the portfolio. Is that market's going to continue to grow as more states come online. I'm looking forward to news on New York as well, because that's going to be a big revenue driver for these plays going forward. And we know that Golden Nugget, they're setting their infrastructure up ready for New York. They've already made a partnership there. So as soon as New York comes online, they'll start generating revenue. So this is a play you guys don't want to miss out. And I know a lot of you guys still have the opportunity to dollar cost average down on this one. I know a lot of you caught this one in the 20s. Guys, now's the time, but while they're below 20, dollar cost average down on this play. Now guys, these are the kind of plays you want built into your portfolio. Undervalued, great growth potential, backed by good leadership. Now the strategy with Golden Nugget is you guys nibble before earnings. That's on the 23rd of March, and then nibble after earnings as well, because we know right now the market's going through a very testing phase for these companies. Even companies that announce solid earnings sometimes come down, so it gives you guys the opportunity to potentially catch it at a cheaper price. But this is one you guys want built into your portfolios. Next up, that's Clean Energy Fuels, ticker symbol CLNE. This is the play we've had in the portfolio below $10. We've already made good gains on this one. There's more to come. Now, this is an RNG play, and it's going to benefit from the continued rise in demand that we're going to see from RNG. I've mentioned to you guys before about the partnerships they've made with BP, Total, and various other companies, and they're working on some big projects. They've also partnered with the Metro bus network in LA as well. Now, when it comes to RNG infrastructure, this play has it top tier. Currently standing at $15.63, guys. Entry on this one is below $15. Catch them below 15. We load up on this play. I've been tracking this stock price over the last couple of weeks. This one is showing bullish momentum to climb back up to their all-time highs. Now, I've got a price target on this one in the medium term of $25. So there's a lot of upside on the current price. Now, this one's also passed their earnings test, so I expect good things going forward. Now this one isn't a play to grab next week, but a few of you guys have asked me about this one. So that's Roblox, ticker symbol RBLX. Now this one hasn't slipped off my radar. They have good potential, but guys, when it comes to these plays, we're always trying to get in at the best entry point. So with Roblox currently standing at $70, guys, this is priced too high for me to enter this one. The valuation is just too high at this point. So I'm waiting for a corrective move in that stock price, then I'm going to pounce. So if I see Roblox around the $61 mark, $62 mark, that's the time to consider starting a position in this play. You guys know when it comes to these plays, we've always got our strategy and we're ready to pounce whenever it enters into our buy zone. All right, guys, so those are the plays. Once again, we're going to do what we do best. Let's get ready for the climb. All right, guys, been rocking with the channel. You know what time it is. This question comes from Harrison, says, thank you for all these amazing plays. Loving the Discord too. Got a question for you. I always seem to sell out of plays too soon, and a lot of the time I regret doing so. Do you have any advice for this? Now, this is a great question. Thank you for sending it in. It's going to help a lot of people out. So when it comes to you selling out too early of these plays, you're probably doing it for a number of reasons. One of the reasons might be you're seeing that play drop down and you're scared it's going to continue dropping, but it doesn't drop, it makes a rebound. The second is you might be seeing a play rebound. It might be up 5-10%. At that point, you're scared that stock, it won't sustain that level, it will drop. What it actually does is continue climbing. Now, the first stage to preventing you from selling out too early is understanding why you're selling out early. So which bracket you fall into. So once we've understood, we can put a preventative measure in place going forward. Now, I've spoken to you guys before about having weak hands. That's when you let fear and panic get involved in your selling decisions. You guys got to ensure when you're selling out of these plays, you're detaching from your emotions and continually thinking rationally. Now, I've got two suggestions for you to prevent you selling early in these plays. Guys, the first is to refresh yourself of your DD notes of why you originally invested into that play. So you can watch one of my previous videos where I'm talking about the play. That will remind you why you've invested into the play and should keep you guys steady and not from selling early. You guys, you've got busy lives, you've got school, family, work, a lot of things going on. So often you can forget why you've invested into these plays. That's why I say it's crucial that you just give yourself a refresher of why you've invested. It will save you guys a lot of money. Guys, in the stock market, as I said to you guys before, it's a mechanism for transferring wealth from the impatient to the patient. So you've got to exercise that patience. Now, my second suggestion for you is to set your stop limits on these plays. That will take the selling decision out of your hands. I'll give you guys an example. I kicked off this video talking about DraftKings and that's sitting at $72. Let's say the situation is DraftKings drops down to $65 but then rebounds up to $75. And let's say your average entry was $61. Now, if you set a stop limit at $63 on that play, that will prevent you from selling early, because as DraftKings is coming down to 65, let's say you want to sell out at 66 or $65 and you would have missed the run up in that price, the rebound that DraftKings then had to $75 just by setting your stop limit on that play. So do set your stop limits. It's a powerful tool I'm trying to get you guys to use more and more on your plays. Now, when it comes to selling out of plays, before you hit that sell button, just ask yourself 3 questions. Is that business on track to hit its objectives? Is its financial health in check? And is the business, does it have a defensible position within the marketplace? Now, if the answer is yes to all 3, guys, you probably shouldn't be selling out of those plays. You should be holding firm, if not reinvesting more, because they're set for good things. All right, guys, that wraps things up. Do hit the like button for me, helps the channel out. And if you're new, hit that subscribe button, join the journey. Also, check out link down below to the Patreon, where you can get access to our Discord and join our team of investors over there. Now, as we progress through the rest of the weekend, I'm coming at you guys with a ton more videos to ensure we're well prepped for next week, because we're going to dominate the markets and do what we always do. All right, guys, so I'll catch you on the next one.